affiliated with Shopify. Hello, my fine babes. It's Zoe. Welcome back to my channel, Fashionably Zoe. Today I'm going to go over all the most exciting, the best and the worst Grammys performance outfits. I'll also add some links below where you can buy some of the outfits from this video, some affordable versions and also the original versions if I can find the website as well. So I'll link that in the description down below. Make sure you check that out as well. So first up is Charli XCX's performance. I really liked this performance so much. She really transformed the Grammys into an industrial warehouse rave. I really loved the Y2K style. And of course, she's actually wearing a three-piece outfit by Christian Dior. I believe it's from their Spring/Summer 2002 collection. And again, it's so on theme for their Y2K style. Very like industrial. It's a really washed out blue. It's not too vibrant and too girly. It has a real edge to it. And I really love how it's quite a tough look, even though she's wearing like booty shorts and like, you know, a very like skimpy look. It still looks really strong and quite powerful. I really love the styling of this outfit as well. I really love the sharp, slightly upturned heel, pointed boot heel that she's wearing. I really love how the sheer tights actually merge into the boot itself. I think that's really sexy. I love how it's slightly sheer, like a pair of 20 denier, or I think that's how you say it, 20 transparency tights. She really owned the stage. And I really love that they selected a Dior piece which has a lace-up lingerie detail in the side panel. I really like that panties underwear reference as part of the jacket. So the underwear and the lingerie has really become part of the outerwear, which I think is really cool. So let's get into the actual performance. I really loved how she referenced her video guests and actually had the panties and underwear falling from the ceiling in the Grammys. So she really recreated the music video as part of her live performance. I think the whole outfit came together extremely well. It's so on brand, it's so brat, it's not too girly, it's still got a toughness, as I said before, but yeah, it's just like perfect, such a perfect early 2000s Y2K look. So next up we have Lainey Wilson wearing a custom Gunnar Defarage outfit. I really like his creations on YouTube. He's actually a fashion YouTuber as well. And on his Instagram, he showed the whole creative process of creating this outfit. He actually sliced a suit in half, just taking the top half of the suit and the arms and the sleeves and repurposing that by covering it in this really lovely gold sequined material. He also hand sewed some tassels to create that fringe effect, which I thought was really cool. It almost looks like the top of the trouser is actually leather, but he's added what looks like crepe de chine or some kind of flowing georgette or chiffon material to give some movement to the trousers. I think it was really on theme. It's not my favorite look from the performances that night, but I really like that it gives a little bit of movement to her performance. I really like that the gold tassels is a Western theme, but the glitter gives it a little bit of va-va-voom, a little bit of glamour for the night, which I think is quite nice. I think she carried this look well. It's not my fave, but I think it's really beautiful on her. She looks fabulous. And yeah, I think Gunnar did a really good, amazing job. He's been really killing it in the last year. I mean, some of the looks that he made for Chappell Roan has been like one of my favorite of the year. In this day and age, everyone needs an online store for their business or side hustle, and Shopify makes it really easy to build one. In this economy, Shopify makes it really easy for everyone to generate extra income from their products and services, with a wide variety of templates to choose from. Shopify offers amazing online storefront capabilities, and I even built an online homeware store called fashionablyzoe.com, where I sell a variety of luxurious home decor and homeware items. Make your Shopify store quickly and easy today by visiting the link down below. Next up, we have Money Long wearing Schiaparelli. She performed her hit song, Made for Me, and honestly, it's one of my favorite songs from 2024. I do love this look. I do think I prefer the white look she wore when she performed the live gospel version of this song, but I still like this. It's giving Grecian goddess. I really love the asymmetrical draping on one side. I love how the drape flows directly into one sleeve. I think it's really well constructed. It's really sculptural, like a Greek sculpture. It's very structured. But to be honest with you, I do think it kind of drowns her body a little bit. I don't know if this is a fitting issue. I don't know if the dress was just too big for her, because she's actually a very, very long, sort of long-legged person. I do love the dress. I just wish they chose something that fits her a little bit better than this. This is a little bit baggy for me. Apart from that, I really love the styling. I really love the gold. Schiaparelli is really famous for incorporating large gold metalwork, gold metalware into their garments. So I don't know if this is Schiaparelli jewelry as well, but it's definitely following the signature aesthetic of the brand. I still think she looks really beautiful here, and I think she gave an amazing performance. So yeah, I love this look on her still. Next was one of my favorite performances of the night by Doechii. Doechii is the Swamp Princess. She's from Florida. She's really killing it right now in the hip hop and R&B realm. She's actually the newest female addition to Top Dog Entertainment, or TDE, which is the same record label as Kendrick Lamar and SZA. But yeah, I really love this performance. I think it was just sensational. The choreography was amazing. You can really tell that she's really hungry. You know, she's really passionate about what she does. I watched her on YouTube like for years, and it's just insane seeing her go from somebody who was really struggling to somebody who's finally living out her creative dream and able to create an album that the way that she envisioned it. You know, I can just tell that so much effort has gone into this album and into the performances she's done recently. She worked really closely with Tom Browne on this performance. I actually watched their video talking about the collection and what her vision was. She was heavily inspired by actually Jay-Z and rappers who turn rap into luxury, or rappers who wear tailoring and sort of expensive silhouettes and cuts and suits. So that heavily inspired the choice that she made to work with Tom Browne. Tom Browne is actually really well known for his tailoring, for his signature pinstripe materials that he uses. So it was like a perfect collaboration, in my opinion. She really chose the right designer for this, honestly. I think the tailoring, oh my God, the tailoring is slick. Like, they made amazing outfits for this performance. Honestly, bruh. I really love how all of her backing dancers have the exact same cornrow hairstyle. It's become a Doechii signature now. I'm going to think of Doechii whenever I think of my cornrows. It's just so signature. I think she really created a visual language for herself and for her brand through this performance. It's just, wow. And then she actually gave us another reveal, like Charlie XCX. So she actually stripped off her suit, and underneath she was wearing a Tom Browne lingerie set, which was just like a white two-piece with the signature stripe as the border. And I thought it looked good. And it, you know, the way she ended the performance was almost like, it brought me back to Chicago. I don't know if you've seen Chicago from the early 2000s with Renee Zellweger, but at the end she performed and had the spotlight on her, and it really gave me like a Hollywood Chicago theme. It reminded me of that closing scene of the movie. I also think her Grammy acceptance speech was really powerful. It made me almost burst into tears. I mean, it was quite sad in some ways that we're still talking about dark-skinned women not being pushed forward or being made to feel like they can't pursue a creative career, or a career where they're more in the spotlight or in the forefront. Similar to Lupita Nyong'o's speech a few years ago, she mentioned the fact that you should still try to pursue whatever creative career you want, even if you are darker skinned, and you shouldn't let that deter you from living out your dream or pursuing your dream. And again, I just think it's really sad that we're talking about that in 2025. So next we have Sabrina Carpenter in Dolce & Gabbana. I really liked this performance of Espresso and Please, Please, Please. She had 3 different outfit changes, which was fantastic. She did it so smoothly. The first outfit is this beautiful, embellished suit dress. It's kind of like a suit forward slash bodysuit on the bottom. And the whole thing is covered in this fabulous sparkling embellishment. I just love how slightly Charlie Chaplin it is. It's kind of like a throwback to Hollywood's golden age, but still really playful, really like fun and cute girl next door. And then she pulled that off and put on this beautiful baby blue Cinderella bodysuit with embellishment all down all the seam lines, which I thought was like a really beautiful way to accentuate her silhouette and to add extra interest or make the outfit a little bit more interesting than simply having like a plain satin material. So that was really nice. And then she threw on this beautiful boudoir, slightly flirtatious. It's almost like a feather. It's like a feather caftan or feather fro that she's sort of thrown on to finish off her performance. But I thought the whole thing was really beautifully done. I really love the tap dancing part of the performance. Obviously, we've seen things like that before. I think Doja Cat actually did a similar performance in the middle of COVID, I believe. I think this was back in 2021 or 2022, where she also did like a Hollywood tap dancing, flirty dance routine as well. I'll put a video of that here. Sabrina did a really good job. I really enjoyed the performance. It's very her, it's very on brand. And I really love that they stuck to the Cinderella theme with the blue shoes, with the baby blue satin, which she wore throughout the night. And I really love the use of the oversized blue embellished neck. It's like a giant necklace that she also changed out of as well. But yeah, I think she looked fabulous. I love the styling of her hair. I love the big fluffy blonde curls. I think she looked absolutely amazing. Next up, we have Ray from the UK, London represent. Yeah, I really liked her look for this performance. She's wearing Armani Privé with a really deep plunge at the front. I really love the structured shoulder detail that she has as well. I think it gives a toughness and a coolness to this look. It's a very classic look overall, but again, it really suits her sort of old Hollywood style for this performance. She's just such a classic beauty, but I also love the edginess of the dress and also of her eyeliner and her makeup. I just think the edginess mixed with the classic, slightly drawn back, simple elegance of this dress works extremely well. She looks amazing. I really love the embellishment on the dress as well. If we zoom in, you can see that the black dress has been embellished in such a way that almost resembles a reptile skin. It's like a reptile shaped embroidery pattern all over the dress, which gives it a really beautiful texture. It's not just a simple sequin, it's actually like a slightly geometric beading shape that they've done all over. So I just think it's very understated, but it's still very cool. And yeah, it's very Ray, and she just looks absolutely stunning. It's a fantastic dress. So next we have Teddy Swims performing Lose Control. I really loved this performance. I just really loved it. I think he did such a good performance. He's wearing a really eccentric, artsy, floor-length coat by a Hong Kong-based designer called Kit Wang. He does amazing menswear. You should definitely check out Kit Wang's Instagram page. He does so many expressive stage performance outfits. I wasn't a big fan of this one on Teddy. It looks a bit random, to be honest. I like the fact that it has fringe, that it's almost like the embroidery itself is 3D and gives it some movement, but I really don't like the placement of the roses. It just feels a little bit clunky to me. The roses don't feel nicely placed. It just feels a little bit almost a little bit childish, you know what I mean? It's a little bit childish. I actually preferred his red carpet look with the pearls embellished all over his jacket, but I wasn't a big fan of this, to be honest. I loved the performance. His voice was on point that night. It was doing what it needs to do, but I think the coat wasn't really flattering on him, if I'll be quite honest with you. But again, like, if you check out Kit Wang or Kit One, I might be saying his name wrong, apologies, but if you check out his collections on his Instagram, he has some amazing pieces. I just don't think that this is the best one that they could have chosen. Next, we have Cynthia Ivero, who performed Fly Me to the Moon with Herbie Hancock. It was an absolutely amazing performance, as usual. Not my favorite by her, because she's had literally so many amazing performances, especially over the last year. Honestly, Cynthia is on fire. She's been absolutely on fire for the last year. I mean, since Harriet, she's been on fire. Let's not even lie. Like, she's been on fire for ages. But I'm really happy that she's getting more shine this year. She's getting so many opportunities to show off her voice and just like sparkle like she does. And yeah, I really love this dress. This is an Ashy Studio dress. It's from their fall winter 2024 couture collection. It looks absolutely stunning. It's such a dreamy dress. I really love how it's a tulip on one side, but then a puff. It's asymmetric. There's two different black fabrics. It almost looks like black velvet on one side and black taffeta or black silk file on the other side. It's definitely a really structured material to give it that shape. I love how Cynthia always creates like a dreamy look or something that looks almost really alien, you know, but still really fabulous and still very glamorous. It's a very poetic dress. It really suits her and her personality. She's a very poetic, artistic person. And I think this works extremely well. I really love the signature platform shoe that she's wearing. She's always wearing some kind of heel or some kind of platform for extra drama, darling, for extra va-va-voom. It's a very signature look now that I expect to see from her. But overall, it's a really amazing look. I love the drama. I love the whimsical, romantic silhouette. I love how structured it is. It's just beautiful. It's such a beautiful, beautiful look, honestly. Moving on. So the next look is one of my favorite performances from the whole evening. It might be joint favorite with, it's hard. I think Doechii and Chappell Roan kind of tie for the quality of their performances, but I kind of prefer Chappell Roan's slightly more because I'm a girly girl and I love like pink and glitter and sparkles. So Chappell Roan came to slay. She came for our edges. She was killing it from head to toe. Let's get started on the hair. She gave us textured, long, Grecian goddess, high volume red hair. Then you have beaded, embellished diamante makeup with multiple shades of red and pink and a pencil thin eyebrow. It's a throwback to the New Romantics era in Britain. It's actually a very British aesthetic which started in the 1980s and the late 1970s. It was something that was worn heavily by Boy George, by David Bowie. Prince also wore some New Romantic styles back in his heyday as well, which was really cool. And I love how Chappell Roan has taken that New Romantic aesthetic and mixed it with a Western girl aesthetic, with a country girl aesthetic. It's such an interesting mix of two styles, and I think she's doing it extremely well. Like, I am so excited to see what she's going to do for the rest of her career, because this is her first major album that's really blown up, and she's already really like a fashion icon already so early in her career. She's giving us high drama from day one. And let's get to the bodysuit. So she's wearing a bodysuit which is custom made by a designer called Zana Bain. They actually specialize in fetish wear looks, and they created this beautifully made metallic bodice out of different colors in metallic leather. And the whole thing is heavily embellished with studs across all of the seam lines, which again give it extra drama and extra glitter, and it's amazing. She has pony cutouts on the front and clowns on the back, and it's almost like rodeo meets vintage clowns or vintage circus wear. It's the two worlds meeting in this outfit. I think it's amazing. This is one of the best, most unique combinations of aesthetics I've seen in many, many years. I'm obsessed. She looks like a Western superhero. This performance had nostalgia, it had camp, it had drama, it had kitsch aesthetic, it had rodeo aesthetic. It had so much in one, and I was very entertained and I was very inspired as a designer. This might get best performance outfit of the Grammys, I think. I think this might be the best one, but I'll let you guys know at the end of the video. If you made it this far, let me know what was your favorite outfit from this video. I also want to talk about the amazing set design for this performance of Pink Pony Club. The Pink Pony was out of this world. It was absolutely sensational. The performance was very kitsch. All the dancers had clown makeup. It was a juxtaposition of many different styles, as I discussed before. But the style was conveyed really well through the props, through the flags, through everything throughout the performance made sense. So yeah, I think the whole thing came together really well. She had so much energy. It was really electrifying. I think it was one of the best performances of the night. Next, we have Billie Eilish wearing Martine Rose from their Autumn/Winter 2025 collection. She looked very laid back. It was a very nostalgic performance. I really liked how they had fading family photos, fading in and out in the background. It was kind of like fading memories as a theme. In terms of the outfit, she's wearing a Dodgers cap and a Martine Rose yellow jersey top with some baggy jeans. It's very Billie Eilish. It's what we've come to expect. The baggy look is her signature look. It is her signature silhouette. So that's very Billie Eilish. It's giving laid back in the valley, in the countryside, reminiscing about the past. And I think they captured that theme really well. I also thought the ending of this song reminds me of MGMT from the early 2000s. I'm going to play the ending of her song and I'm going to play MGMT. Don't you think that sounds really similar? And for me personally, that made it feel even more nostalgic. That sound effect in her song transports me back to when MGMT was popular in the UK, and it makes me feel like I'm a child again. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy how a sound from your childhood can take you right back to where you were decades ago. So yeah, I thought this was a nice performance. Overall, it was a very good performance. It wasn't my favorite of the night, but I really like the song, so that's Billie Eilish for you. Next, we have Shakira wearing custom Etro or Etro. Etro is an Italian brand that, again, is very famous for its signature prints and its focus on prints and embellishments. Etro is an Italian brand which is really famous for their focus on prints and embellishments, and they worked on this custom look for Shakira's Grammy performance. I'm always in awe of Shakira. She always looks stunning. She always gives us a high quality performance. Honestly, she's absolutely stunning. She gave us an amazing rendition, a medley of songs from her newest album. And yeah, I was just blown away by the metallic skirt and the rhinestone body tattoo that she has down the middle of her stomach. And I just really love the tulle and the metallic fringe and how much movement and drama that added to her performance. I really like that they combined gold and bronze for the metallic fringe. I think it gives it extra dimension. And if you zoom into the top, it's very well draped. It's actually a very beautiful drape on the top. So it's, yeah, just very well made, very well thought out. It's so Shakira. Later on, she actually changed into a second outfit, and the second outfit is basically a cutout top with long sleeves and matching embellished trousers. I really like that there's nude or transparent organza panels contrasted against the really heavy beading and embellishment. Honestly, again, so much detail and thought went into these two outfits. When you zoom in on the beadwork, there's actually swirls and multiple lines of beading in two different gold tones. Once again, to give it more dimension and make it look almost 3D from far away. And I think it's a really beautiful look. She's like a golden goddess in this performance. Honestly, it was so beautiful. The dancing was amazing. Her hips still don't lie. To be honest, I think I need to book some tickets to see Shakira live because she's still at the top of her game. I'm really excited to see what she's going to do on her upcoming tour, and her stylist Nicholas Brewstyle has done such an amazing job with this performance, and I can imagine they must have worked really hard to put this look together and to do all the fittings and make sure it doesn't fall off. And honestly, a lot goes into all of these looks. So yeah, I applaud that stylist. Her stylist has done an amazing job. Next up, we have Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars doing a performance of California Dreaming. This performance was an acknowledgement of the California fires and to honor all of the people who've lost homes. It was a very good performance. It was very somber, so it was, you know, very sad. It was suitable, and I think that the outfits were really nice as well. Again, they went for something that was more drawn back, something that's a bit more, I wouldn't say understated, because Lady Gaga is wearing a Valentino ball gown. There are more pared back Valentino dresses, I would say. I mean, for Lady Gaga, this is more simple, this is more reined in, so it could have been more simple, it could have been reined in even more, but to be honest, I think it was suitable. It was a 60s style performance. Bruno Mars also wore a 60s style. I think the suit is by Gucci from what I can see from the print. I was looking online, but I couldn't find it. They both wore a 60s aesthetic for the duet, and I think the duet went down very well. They sung really well together. It's a very typical silhouette to expect from the brand, with the long silhouette, the long skirt, and the puff sleeve. I really like the transparent material. It's very Valentino, and overall she looked really beautiful. Next we have Benson Boone wearing this beautiful sheer sequin jumpsuit in a baby blue color. I really love how it's slightly sheer. I love the plunging neckline. I think it's a very risque, slightly playful menswear look. I like it when men take risks, and I think this was a really nice, refreshing style to see on a guy. It kind of reminds me of something that Harry Styles would wear. This was a very energetic performance. He was literally doing backflips, front flips, somersaults across the air. The guy was airborne, honestly. He didn't come to play either, and he gave us acrobatics. He gave us a very high energy, engaging performance. So yeah, I'm not a massive fan in terms of his music, but I think he sung really well. So his outfit was actually custom made by his stylist, Monty Jackson, and I think he did an amazing job. It's absolutely fabulous. I think it fits him really well. It did look a little bit tight in some areas. I could see that he was adjusting the trouser throughout the performance, so it could have been cut to just fit a little bit more loosely around the trouser, around his leg. But apart from that, I think it's a very solid, beautiful style. Next we have The Weeknd, who finally made an appearance after boycotting the Grammys for many, many years. I don't know what he's wearing. As far as I'm concerned, it looks like an oversized hoodie. He looked very dramatic, very mysterious. That's very able. That's very The Weeknd. He's always giving us mysterious vibes. He's always giving us bad boy vibes. So he was definitely channeling that in this comeback performance, and I think it sounded really good. I'm excited to see more of the project. I'm excited to see the set design for his tour performances. So yeah, it looks really good. I'm excited. I'm intrigued. Finally, we have Stevie Wonder. We have to talk about Stevie Wonder. He is one of my favorite artists of all time. One of my favorite songs is As, actually, but he actually did a performance, and I thought it was so cute. It was still amazing. He's still such a talented artist and producer and musician. And I want to talk about his outfit. So he's actually wearing a sequined blazer, it looks like, with an oversized draped sleeve and a Baker Boy hat. And I think it looks really, really good on him. It's still quite cool. When I get to 70, I want to look cool like this as well. So I thought I would talk about his look to finish off, and I still think he looks fabulous. So that's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite outfit? What was your favorite performance? Did you watch the Grammys this year? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you made it this far, and don't forget to subscribe for more fashionable videos, reviews, comment. If you're a fine babe, comment fine babe in the comments below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay fine, stay fabulous. Bye.